This is me trying to find the camera. I found it. Boop. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
And I am Dr. Googzilla. Welcome
And
to this week's Tales from the Geek.
Tales from the Geek. And we've got comics and news and comics. And we've got all that good stuff for you.
Comics and news and comics and...
That's right. I'm not gonna lie, it is so hot up here, and I have a sweatshirt on, and I'm too lazy to take it off, so I'm just gonna sweat.
Uh, it's a bit yeah, soggy in here too.
If you
I've,
can't smell
I've,
me through the camera, so we're good. All right, should I get
I've got
into
a
some?
glow.
Yeah, I feel like it. Do it. Should I get into some news? Some
Do it.
news?
Let's do this.
I
But
got
don't
some
forget to
news.
like, follow, and share Tales from the Geek.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like, follow, share. We want your friends to be our friends to be your friends. Hey Voodoo, good to see you.
Hello,
May
Voodoo.
we may have some books that you would like when we get to books. I have a
How do
feeling.
you do, Voodoo?
How do you do? You do what? Not bad to sweat at times. Yes, that is fair.
That's a bit
I felt
sweating is stewing in my own juices.
I like don't mind when I'm sweating and I'm like outside in the heat, but for some reason when I'm inside it just feels wrong.
Hunched over a computer talking about news. Well, I've got a ring light just permeating. It's almost time for short beard season. Where I was
Almost
like,
there. Almost there.
oh, then I'll look charming.
Not
Hello.
bear beard.
No, although I had trimmed it back. All right,
New
enough about
news?
my beard. The
You want some
news?
news? Yes. So the woman that plays marvelous Mrs. Maisel, if you've seen, I almost said Miss Maisie, Mrs. Maisel, which I absolutely loved that show when that was out. But she is. I forgot she was Lois Lane in Spider-Man in Superman. But gosh, I'm just messing everything up today. Take three. Take three. Oh my gosh. But anyway, she's also the lead on Presumed Innocent season 2 on Apple TV, which Apple TV has great
Ooh.
shows. So there
Yeah,
you
I've
go.
really gotten into Murderbot. Have you watched Murderbot
Ooh,
yet?
I have not. What is Murderbot?
With one of the Skars gods. The I can never remember all the. I know Bill Skarsgård is Pennywise, but his brother from True Blood,
Oh
Alexander
yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Wow, good job. Good for you. Are Lois and Spidey a thing now? Yeah, I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, Rick. Now the bag, like the cat is out of the bag.
I don't know if Spider-Man's going to be able to face off against Lois's ex if they're a thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Hello, Marilyn. Good to see you.
Marilyn.
So anyway, that's pretty funny. Um, let's see. What other news do we have? We've got some interesting news that I didn't see coming, but apparently other people may have. Is Warner Brothers Discovery is going to split into two companies. So
Didn't they just merge into one?
just merge and now it's time to split again, I guess. So that's interesting. Uh,
Who's going to get DC Comics in the divorce?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. They're gonna draw straws or something like that. Something along those lines. Spoiler alert. Yeah, exactly. Um, okay, two more pieces of news. Landman season 2 is going to premiere on Paramount Plus in November 2025. So if you are a fan, that is the Billy Bob Thornton show, and season 2 is coming soon. So I believe Rick watches that show. I have not caught it yet.
I've only watched a few clips. My mother really loves it, and the clips
All
I have
right,
seen, it's an intense show,
super intense, super
but it's a Tyler
serious.
Sheridan show, so yeah, it's gonna be intense and well acted and well written. So,
You know what else is intense, but maybe in a different way? Predator animated movie.
oh yes, I
Look
watched
at
this
that
last.
segue.
I did not know that it had officially been released on Hulu, but it did. It's Predator Killer of Killers. It's by the director of the last one, Prey, which was awesome. And it's animated and no spoilers, but I'll just say you get to see Predators versus Vikings, Predators versus Samurai, and Predators versus World War II fighter planes.
Well, there you go.
And
Like,
there's a
why
great
wouldn't you want to?
stinger at the end. Hopefully, this does well. They'll make another one, but that harkens back to Prey, the last Predator movie. It was great. It's about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more. But definitely, if you've got Hulu and you're a nice Predator fan or a sci-fi fan, check it out.
That's the one you should see. That is the news we have this week, but we have more comics. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. We would love for your friends to be our friends to be your friends. One big happy family. And do you want me to start with the books I can share on my screen? Would you
Hey,
like that?
I got one more tidbit for my video for my
Oh, I
gamers
forgot to
out there.
ask you. I forgot to ask you if you have news. All right, share.
Yeah, because there is this great Souls-like game. For your Souls-like game, it's based off like the Dark Souls games from before. It became its own genre. But there was this great game came out 2 years ago called Lies of P, and they like a few days ago, like people were waiting for the DLC, extra content, and they had done like a little teaser image, but then like last week they showed a trailer and then they were just kind of like, "Oh, it's out now." Like they just dropped it without telling anybody. And it's just like it's one of those like
Whoa,
my birthday's tomorrow. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
that's
Just
crazy.
playing some extra content. But all right, there we go.
They're just
That's
like,
my
here,
video game news.
drop it.
That's my video game news. Shall we move on to comics? Let's
We
see. What do I got? All
shall.
right. Here we go. From the House of Ideas, we got Avengers Academy. Now, this is the sixth issue. It appeared online before. It was, I have to get my cheat sheets. It was
Do
a series that came out on the Infinity series Avengers Academy. And this is the first time in print. So you get a bunch of let's see, Kid Juggernaut, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I don't know who's in the middle. Let's see, the Goblin Child, one of the many Captain Americas. But this, like I said, this is a brand new. Well, it originally came out online. Now it's going into print for the first time. It also features the first appearance of a brand new Sinister Six. So check that out, everybody.
do it. Do it. Do it. Ooh.
What's next? All right, we got two giant size books this week. First one up is Giant Size Dark Phoenix Saga. If you've been following a small segment of the X universe, you'll know that Kamala Khan is, in fact, a mutant now, and she's currently stuck traveling through time to various big mutant events, and she's found herself smack dab in the middle of the Dark Phoenix Saga. So this is it's a kind of an anthology. You got three separate stories, one of them featuring Kamala Khan as she comes across, let's just say, Jean Grey not at her finest. But it also has a small Phoenix Cyclops story. So X-Men fans, you want to pick this up for a little extra X-Men.
Extra, extra.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
All right, talk about horror. Here we go from the new from the
Ah.
modern EC comics of today comes a nice vampire tale, Blood Type, which sprung forth from their anthology series, The Epitaphs from the Abyss, which is an ongoing series they have, kind of like in the vein of the classic EC horror. It's an anthology book. I think 3 stories per one, horror related. But this is their first spin-off title, Blood Type. So if you're a big fan of the EC horror books, especially the newer ones, you'll know where this is coming from, and you should check it out. I mean, sick cover.
Do
Or
it.
if you're just a vampire fan, here you go. There's another vampire book for you. All right, from Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen come a tale of Batman and Robin's past with Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. And
The heck?
is this a giant X-Men? No, the Dark Phoenix. It's new stories, but I will talk about a giant size X-Men big kerfluffle, or everybody's excited about something giant size
Kerfuffle.
X-Men related. I will talk about that at the end because I've seen it all over my feeds. But this is from Jeff Lemire and Dust to Win. It is a tale of Batman past with the Jason Todd Batman. He was the second Robin, the Jason Todd Robin or other. And it's kind of the early years when Batman's trying to he could sense that Jason Todd, his just attitude, he's headed down a dark path, and he's trying to teach him the right ways. Although we all know how it ended with Jason Todd via a phone in survey back in the 80s to see if he lived or died, and people actually called in, and Jason Todd was murdered by the Joker. But it's okay. He got better,
Whoa.
because as is the truth in comics, no one stays dead except Uncle Ben. So he came back as
Oh,
of course the Red
ouch.
Hood. Yeah, that's truth. No one's no one stays dead except Uncle Ben. But yeah, so check this out. Great new series. Awesome. I love Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen's both ink style and watercolor style. If you're a fan of his books Descendant and Ascendant, which were all done in watercolor, it is a phenomenal artist. So check that out.
Oh, did I click two or
All
did I
right,
just click
back to the
one? I just
house of
clicked one. Sorry, just checking.
back to
Keep
the
me
house of
guessing.
ideas. You tested me. You tested me. Back to the house of ideas. We got the Death of the Silver Surfer, a new miniseries that is counting down to the last days of Norrin Rad, who has in the story he's kind of traveling the universe as he normally does, surfing around, when his old boss Galactus shows up and leads him down a path that could only have one ending, explaining the title of Death of the Silver Surfer. This is a book I'm looking forward to reading. I don't have a copy with me, but I've always been a big fan of Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer was always Stan Lee's favorite character, so I'm interested to see where this goes. So check that out if you're a huge fan of The Powers Cosmic.
That's all, folks, because now it's
All right. Well, that's all for those.
all right. That's all for these books.
I've got
Now, how
I've
about
got
those books?
stuff. All right. I'll save the cool one for last. But okay, we got brand new Avengers. We got Bucky and Natasha. Never been close in the books, and if you see the movies, there's always a kind of a weird, not rivalry, but kind of like vendetta between the two. But in the book, same thing. But they've come together because evil is afoot, and the only way they can handle this is together and forming a new Thunderbolts, but it's the new Avengers. So there is a bunch of cloned the Illuminati. If you remember the Illuminati from way back when, that's Doctor Strange. Or if you saw it in the mouth of madness, in the multiverse of madness, Doctor Strange, we got to see the Illuminati, which was in the comics. It's Black Panther, Stephen Strange, Reed Richards, and Tony Stark. And Black Bolt. But
It made
there's
you do
like
a
and
thumbs up as you were talking with your hands. It was like,
boop, there's a there's an evil Illuminati afoot, so they got to put together a team of likewise ne'er do wells. I see we got Carnage, who, if you've been following, that is actually Eddie Brock is wearing the Carnage symbiote now. We got Hulk, Namor, I believe that's Clea from Doctor Strange, and then Laura Kinney, the Wolverine's daughter. This I have not read it yet, but it is a very fun. There's the there's the evil Illuminati they have to fight.
whoa.
So check that out. Sounds like fun. And I said it's a giant size week. So here we go. We got giant size, amazing Spider-Man with this amazing cover by oh my god, I
Wow.
always forget his name. Oh, Lee Bermejo. I always get him mixed up with one other artist, so I'm
You know
always afraid
what,
to.
Googs?
But
One
this,
time, we should do a cover, like a cover replay, and where we pose and
I just
who wore it best?
fly
Who
back.
wore it
But
best?
this features a story by Kevin Smith. Yep, that Kevin Smith, as well as Chip Zdarsky, who introduces a brand new character into the Spider Verse. But I am really curious to read the Kevin Smith one. I did manage to get caught up on a bunch of books I've been meaning to read this weekend. I got caught up on my Amazing Spider-Mans, which the new run is great, and the comic Geiger. I read 15 issues of that. It was just great this weekend. But check this out. It's a nice thick anthology of Spider-Man tales. Like I said, one's by Kevin Smith. All right, and lastly, in the realm of new books, we got Absolute Batman #9. Now, this amazing Brian Boland cover tells you that this is the first appearance of Absolute Bane, and he is a mountain. He is a unit. But he's like, if you remember, like, we're used to like the movies. Well, the Tom Hardy Bane was kind of more like the comic Bane in that Bane in the comics is smart. Like, we were first introduced to Bane live action in Batman and Robin, where he was just kind of like, Bane.
Bane, here I
And
come.
he's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not Bane at all. We're talking about somebody who outsmarted Batman. But and this they made him so much smarter in this. But this is the first appearance of Bane in the Absolute Universe, and it is an awesome read. I have read it.
Oh, I like it.
Trust me, this series is a delight. I read this and Absolute Martian Manhunter, which is just a trippy read. All right, so
All right. Sorry, I
I
know
don't
I'm
have a
looking
copy of
around.
it.
I'm trying to figure out how to plug my laptop in so it doesn't die. So if this randomly shuts off, Googs, I apologize. I don't know what is
Then I'll
happening.
talk real quickly. So GameStop has if you bought, I believe, an action figure or something, they had an exclusive foil version of giant size X-Men, and everybody in the collector, in all the collector threads that I belong to, they've just been going crazy trying to find it, and because I don't get like GameStops. I mean, I'm surprised they're still around, but they are.
Right.
But if I had known, I would have tried for one. But it's a giant size X-Men. I've got multiple facsimiles of it. But if you see one, if you go to a GameStop, grab it because there's people out there that want them. But I just find it funny that like everybody's going crazy over a glorified reprint. But
Of course. Got
hey,
to. Gotta
hey,
love
you
it.
collect what you think you love. I mean, so you
Collect
know
what you think you love, not what you love, but what you think you love.
what you think you love. Also collect what you love. I mean, keep what you love, but yeah.
I love
So
it.
check that out.
That's
And
official Tales from the Geek advice, by the way.
collect what you think you love. It is hot in here. But no, as always, collect what you love. If
Also collect what
if
you
you
love.
love the book, no one can tell you that you're wrong for getting it,
That's
or for
right.
going out and like going on a ridiculous adventure to pick up this one book. But
We'll
but
join
as
you on that
always,
adventure. Put us on your radio and
there
we'll
we go.
join you.
Exactly. Live stream. But as always, check out your local brick and mortar stores. Support those first, because they'll appreciate it. And plus,
Yeah.
they've got so many more books there for you to go through. Well, the
And the
good
more
ones.
you go and buy it from there, the more they'll still be there for you when you need them.
Little tip: if you go into a comic shop and they've got like 2 boxes of back issues, yeah, you just go, just go. I like an ocean of back issues in front of me.
He needs to dig, be able to dig into the back
Dig,
issues.
yes. I want to spend like 2 hours just.
Why do I just I see Googs like just swimming in comic books. Except for that wouldn't keep them in good condition. I doubt you would do that.
No, not today. They've been sticking to me.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah,
hot. Not today. Not today. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Did it
not working.
stick? It's instead of like will it float, it's a will it stick.
Will it stick? It's how I'll grade the comics from now on. This book is a two cheeker.
Ooh, it sticks to my beard. There was something on that one.
No, I
Oh
think
no.
action figures would stick in my beard.
Probably so. We don't forget to like, comment, and share. We love for your friends to be our friends and our friends to be your friends, and for Grogu to be in Googs' beard. You want a trifecta before my computer shuts off? I wish I could find my
All
charger. I'm
right.
sure it's downstairs, but
Here's the,
oh,
this is refreshing because it's so hot. Oh, I think we found a new one. I got a thumbs down now. And a
Oh,
thumbs up. And a thumbs up.
oh.
And a double thumbs up.
Hey.
And then goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Great seeing you. We'll see you next week when we go live at 6:25 Central Time. Goodbye.
Bye.